This is what's been home for them, and they're going to have a new home. I was a beekeeper, and I'm always looking for ways to engage people in the things that I love. Beekeeping is something that it's like an all mind, all body experience. It's really meaningful. I learn so much, so I wanted to find a way to extend that to the communities that I care about. In Strathearne, at that time, right, it was COVID. Things were really, really tough, and the location is really good for bees. So it was kind of this combination of what's something that brings some joy, and where's a space that I can do that. And I think that's how I landed at Strathearne, because this roof is incredible. The view from here, all of the green space, all the trees that you can see, it just really lends itself to that. And we also have tenants here who, when they learned that I was a beekeeper, were fascinated by it. Some folks have been beekeepers in their past. I remember doing bees in childhood. But it was just a way to do something meaningful in the community that I care about. Life is hard. The small joys are the big joys. Every time I come, I try to engage with our tenants, and they're interested in what's going on, whether it's the honey, the insects themselves, facts about bees, or the fact that I'm wearing a strange white suit. It gives people something to talk about besides some of the things that otherwise dominate our lives, and the things that are more difficult. This is really grounding. Every tenant in the building gets a small jar of honey every time we do a harvest, and it depends on how big the harvest is. And then we also have been able to give some to our donor community. This beehive setup that we're doing this year was catalyzed by a gift of hope. It's a really life-giving thing. When we do the honey harvest, we get our tenants together to spin as much of it as they can. It's really physically demanding work, so I've discovered that that's something that we really need to share. Tenants get to be part of as much of the process as we can. But at minimum, everybody gets a jar of honey. There's different kinds of bees too here. This is all. So right now, actually come close, you can see a bee that is climbing out. It's hatching. So it is breaking its way out, eating the cap. The other ones are nurse bees going around taking care of them. We're a part of that gritty city, but it's a gritty city that has so much life, and life in hidden spaces. And when we actually can take those things that are maybe harder, like the steel mills and some of the steam or pollution that we see rising from smokestacks, but you combine that with the natural world, and actually we can coexist. We need things like bees and some of the other pollinators that are actually more natural. That coexistence of life is actually, that's the healthiest way. One of the ways that I think about life is actually through a lens of stubborn joy. Things that are difficult, finding ways to bring joy to help us get through the difficult things. And I feel like honeybees in the midst of a gritty city, sort of in the center of lives that are sometimes challenging. This is stubborn joy. This is kind of what life is about.